Hello everybody, I'm iNimbleSloth.
And I'm iNimbleSloth.
And today we're going to be doing something different. Coding with iNimbleSloth. And
what are we going to be doing?
looking at Python.
What, the snake?
The snake Python? No, I don't know why you searched that.
Pictures of snakes everywhere.
To make it a little bit more interesting when people first joined the video.
Ooh,
So let's have a look.
Big fat one.
Oh, that big fat one, yeah. So let's have a
Look
look.
at that massive one.
Loads of massive snakes. So let's have a look. Python is a programming language. Now I'm doing
Is
this.
it?
It is, and I'm going to be doing this with you
I
on
didn't know
a
that.
Raspberry Pi. So look,
Raspberry Pi.
Raspberry Pi.
I
Now,
don't actually like Raspberry
you don't actually like Raspberry Pi? Well, this is the latest Raspberry Pi 3B Plus and the latest Raspberry
Is that
operating
it?
system. That's it, what you're looking at. Maybe I'll put a photograph of it on the screen. But the programming editor that we're going to look at today is this one. Look, Genie.
What's that?
Genie. I don't, Le Genie. I don't know what it is. It's just the name of the program.
Oh.
So here we have a blank file, and we can do some coding. And I've just closed that file because I actually
Well done.
because I actually want to open up a previous one.
iNimbleSloth.
iNimbleSloth with some basic programming already in there.
Oh, author.
Doesn't do anything.
iNimbleSloth from Baby Beast.
So
Baby Stuff.
maybe sloth. So when you're doing the programming within Python, anything with these hashes or hashtag as the modern world call them, anything with this, or if you're musical, sharp symbol, anything with this basically comments out. So the program ignores. Okay, so it's going to ignore any of this. It's just purely for you. Okay.
For me.
So the main application, or I've never done Python before, by the way, until about a week ago. So I've just started looking at these. So please bear with me if the terminology is slightly wrong.
I don't even know what it is.
You don't know this definition or function? I think it's called. It's called something else. I'm used to like looking at C# and other things. So this is different. Basically, we're going to write some functions and we're going to get it to do something. So
what can we get it to do?
what can we get it to do? So we've got to learn some basics. So you have variables that store data. Okay, so look at this. If I 1, 2, 3, 4, so this has to start 4 spaces in. Oh, if you've never used Python before, everything is about what they call white spaces, or these spaces, right? So spaces, space, and it has to be indented in a certain amount. Otherwise, it does not work.
Oh.
We've got 4. So I'm going to call my first variable A. A equals, and I'm going to give it a value. I'm going to store something in this value. Think of it like a folder or a container. A number. Give me a number. A number between 1 and 10.
7.
7. A equals 7. And I'm going to see when I pressed enter, it automatically gave me 4 spaces. Right. I'm going to have another variable, and guess what I'm going to call it?
B.
B. B equals, give me a number between 1 and 10.
3.
3. Oh, I think I know what the answer is going to be.
What is it?
Well, what we want to do is we want to add these two numbers together and get the result.
Oh.
But we have to store the result in a variable. And guess what I'm going to call this variable?
C.
No, I'm going to call it answer, smarty pants.
Oh.
Answer equals. So how can we do the sum, do you think?
A plus B
A
equals...
plus, oops, wrong. A plus B. So what we say here is the program starts, so it's a very boring program, but if it's your first look at Python, or first look at programming even, it's a great start. So A equals 7, B equals 3, the answer equals A plus B. But anybody using this program doesn't know what answer is. So how do we get the answer on the display?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Okay, so we have to look. Oh, that's my phone. I really need to turn this off. I did get in the habit of turning it off, but I've forgotten to do it this time. So anyway, we need to somehow print this to the display or print it to the console. So I'm going to write the word print.
Print.
Now, if you've got different version of Python to me, by the way, I'm using the latest one. I think it's 3 point something, blah, 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 blah. On Raspberry Pi, it comes pre-installed with the 2.7, I think, and 3.5 something. But by default, it wants to run in version 2.7. So you'll need to, if you want to do it like me now, you need to be running in 3.5. Maybe I'll cover that in a different video. So basically, if you're running in 3.5, print is now a function, so we need it in parentheses. So brackets. And what do I want to print in there? So I could write in, if I put it in these little quote marks, this will actually give us some text. So the answer for A plus B equals, and then I need to put answer in there. But this is really clever because you can string things together.
Okay.
So, and
plus what?
answer. Excuse me. So now when we run the program, A equals 7, B equals 3, answer equals A plus B, which is what?
7. I mean,
I said it's not 7. 21. So 10, right? And then we're going to get print the answer for A plus B equals, and whatever is stored inside the answer. So shall we try this? Let's save it first.
Okay.
Okay. Now, within this Genie application, we can actually run a console app down here in the terminal, right? Or you can open an app within the terminal by coming along here, navigating to the directory where this file is saved. So where is this directory saved on this Raspberry Pi? I created a folder on the desktop called iNimbleSloth, and inside there is my program. So let's navigate to that. So if you're used to using Windows, dir will show you a list of directories. On Linux, it is ls. So here I can see my desktop. Also, a big thing if you're used to using Windows, when you come to Linux, the first thing to get over is it's all case sensitive. So if I just type in cd desktop like this, look, it's not going to work. Boo, because desktop here, look, has a capital D.
Oh.
So cd desk. Oh, look at this. You don't have to type the whole word. If I press tab, ooh, it finishes it for me.
Ooh.
ls if I wanted to see what was in there, so I can see my folder iNimbleSloth. So cd I'm just going to press tab because I'm lazy. There we go. ls. If you don't have to type ls each time, by the way, I'm just typing it so that I can show you what's there. So let's run iNimbleSloth.py. So I have to type in sudo. This is giving me root access. It's like an administrator if we're looking and used to Windows. So sudo python. So please run as the administrator, python, and please run iNimbleSloth.py. Hopefully I've not done any typos. Oh, there's a mistake. Oh, what do we do? So what we do is we look at this. People are probably screaming.
What's the mistake?
Oh, I'll show you here. People are probably screaming at the screen at us, go, "No, you can't put an integer into a string." What's an integer? So,
yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
okay, so debugging. Let's have a look at this. First off, it tells us that it line 22 it ran the main file. So let's have a look at this so we can see how to debug. Call this back up. So line 22, it came into here, it ran main, so it jumped up to there. So that means run main. So it goes to there, yeah? Then we get our next error when line 17, print this plus answer. And the error that we're given is can't convert int object to a str implicitly. What do you think that means?
I don't know.
So basically a whole number is called an integer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, integers. And text like this is called a string. string.
I know how to spell string, I'm not an idiot.
Oh, you're making me laugh. So, what it's saying is, to put this answer here and display it with this, we're trying to print this answer as a string, but it's not a string, it's an integer. So we need some way of converting it into a string. Fortunately, Python gives us this. We just type in str and then put these brackets around our integer. Now let's try saving it.
None of this makes sense.
It will make sense. It will make sense. You watch. You'll be doing the coding lessons in a few videos time. Ready? Let's press enter. No. You press enter. You press enter. You're driving. Wow! The answer for A plus B equals 10.
Ooh,
so it did it.
Yeah.
Now we could play about with this.
Can we do like 1,000,000 plus 150
We could. So you want 1 million. I don't know what the maximum number this can handle, so let's try 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1 million plus what?
52,000.
It's going to be 1,052,000. But we know that. But,
know, but
52, 1, 2, 3, so 52,000. But we could take it a step further, right? So this is just going to say the answer for A plus B equals that. But you want to minus it, okay? But also, how does the user know what A equals or B equals?
I don't
So
know.
how about we edit this string to show them?
How are we going to do that?
Right, so look at how I've done this. String answer. So do you think if somewhere in there we put string A and string B?
Yeah.
Not string bean. Bean. So the answer for, let's get rid of A.
No.
No, but because this isn't part of the quote, the text in the quote, we have to finish that off. Look, like that. Plus str A.
Why is that in blue and then that in yellow?
It's a good question. Good question. Okay, so everything in matched pairs of quotes is blue. So I have an unmatched pair up here, but we'll get to it. We'll finish it off. So what we've got is the answer for A minus. So we're going to want plus. It's not plus for the mathematical. It's plus because we're going to add this piece of text. Yeah, and we're going to want a space on each side of that minus sign. Plus strb plus. You get it now. See, I told you would. So what we've now got is in this one line the answer for A minus B equals this. But it's not going to be right. It's going to add the two variables together because here we need to change our sum.
Oh, yeah.
So answer is A minus B. Shall we run it?
Yeah,
do you want to run it?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Do you want to do it? Okay. What we could do, we'll cover this bit in another video, but let's just carry on running it here. So you could either type in the pseudo line again, or if you, little tip for everybody, just press the up arrow on my keyboard.
That one?
Yep. Oh, and it puts the last line that we typed. Now hit enter. Wow! The answer for 1 million minus 52,000 is 948,000.
I already knew that, but that's that's quite cool. That's quite cool.
It is. So basically, with programming, you can just do all sorts of things. Get it to do anything you want, any kind of maths.
Can you get it to make some hot chocolate for you?
We could, in theory, because this is a Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi has GPIO ports.
Can we make ice cream?
In theory, if we hooked up our ice cream maker to the GPIO ports, we could tell it to turn on and off.
That would be cool.
It would be cool. We'd still have to arrange how we're going to get the ingredients put into the ice cream maker, though.
Robots.
Robots? Or... Mum! Pour the ingredients in, and then we could type the code. So, anyway.
That would be cool.
That's our first... end of the first video, isn't it, really? So...
Yeah.
What we could do is we could write a little bit of code in here. It's a bit of a naughty code because it's going to lock up the application. But we could say while true. Okay. I'm not sure of the syntax on this, so it might not work. Print. Print. Bye. Thanks for watching. Smiley face. Like that. Yep. And while true, it's always going to be true, so it should continuously print. But I'm not sure on the syntax of this. So we'll give it a go. Do you want to run it?
Yeah.
Press the up arrow. Press the enter. No, it crashed. So true is not defined. Okay, so what we need to do is...
Roll on.
While I don't know if this is possible, there might be a better way of doing it. We could write here true equals 1, and then we could put here while true is equal to 1.
That's like 2 equals.
Yes, that's a very good point. You always need 2 equals for checking. Let's try playing this and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Continuously scrolling. Look.
It's not on it.
Yeah, it's continuously scrolling. Loads and loads and loads. And it's going to do that until I quit the program. And the very last thing to say before we go is, if you guys have tried this at home, how do you quit the program?
I've never seen so many smiley faces.
So many smiley faces. Press Control and C and it will quit the program. Thank you very much for watching the first programming with iNimbleSloth and Baby Sloth here on the iNimbleSloth channel.
Yes. Goodbye.
Hello everybody, I'm iNimbleSloth.
And I'm Baby Sloth.
And welcome to a game of 4 in a row.
Yes.
Yes, all of the games. So,
I'm going to lick you.
don't be weird.
Don't
Don't be weird. I need to explain the rules. So, basically, this is a clone of a popular game that you can buy in the high street shop.